This African elephant detects seismic messages from 2.5 miles away. Forget your seismograph. Their massive feet absorb nearly 50% of ground impact, turning force into pure information for survival. It's evolution's unfiltered internet, right under our noses. Imagine the African savanna, a place where silent warnings travel faster than any predator. These deep, rumbling calls, infrasound below human hearing, can signal danger or promise sustenance across vast distances. And it all starts with the feet. Beyond their sheer size, elephants possess 4 separate kneecaps. That's 2 in their front legs and 2 in their back. Your 2 kneecaps are starting to feel a little inadequate, aren't they? This extraordinary adaptation provides incredible stability, essential for supporting a body that can weigh up to 6,000 kilograms. Think about that weight crushing down. On the arid African plains, water scarcity contributes to over 40% of juvenile elephant deaths annually. It's a harsh reality that sharpens their senses. Their specialized leg bones, muscles, and inner ear transmit subtle ground movements, bypassing airborne sound for crucial early warnings. A single elephant's footfall can generate vibrations that propagate over 3 miles through compacted earth. Your heavy footsteps barely reach the next room. This silent communication channel allows an entire herd of 30 elephants to coordinate intricate movements, like a complex traffic network, across vast territories. Underneath their thick, protective skin, an elephant's hoof encases a dense, fatty cushion, expertly acting as a natural acoustic lens. These transmitted vibrations travel directly through the dense bones of their legs, delivering signals to the inner ear, bypassing the outer ear. Researchers observed elephant heart rates increasing by 15 beats per minute when sensing distant, unseen seismic signals. 3 Hertz. Elephants can feel vibrations at frequencies so low, it's like the planet whispering secrets only they can hear. It begins with their incredible anatomy, as elephants can detect ground vibrations at frequencies far lower than human hearing. Scientists initially dismissed accounts of elephants knowing about distant events, calling it anecdotal. Until 1999, seismic research, that year, groundbreaking studies confirmed what some suspected. Elephants are biological seismographs. Their specialized feet contain Pacinian corpuscles, pressure-detecting nerve endings exquisitely sensitive, picking up changes 1,000 times beyond what our own fingertips can register. But it doesn't stop there. When an elephant presses its trunk to the ground, it's not just smelling for water. Its trunk also picks up subtle tremors. And their enormous skull isn't just a protective dome. It acts as a resonant chamber, amplifying these subterranean rumblings. Ground vibrations travel up their enormous lower jawbone, a crucial bone conduction pathway that bypasses the eardrum, delivering pure seismic messages directly to the brain. Human hearing barely registers frequencies down to 20 Hz. Elephants perceive seismic waves vibrating as low as 3 Hz. Researchers found tiny inner ear ossicles that vibrate distinctly, allowing elephants to filter out background noise and pinpoint seismic signals. They don't just feel the ground shake, they interpret it, pinpointing sources with 90% accuracy. This allows them to distinguish between seismic signals from rainfall, migrating herds, or the approach of dangerous predators. Scientists studied this triangulation extensively in Etosha National Park, Namibia, comparing arrival times across feet and trunk. This provides a crucial survival advantage in the vast, open savannas and dense forests, where visibility is often limited. Each elephant footfall generates about 10 decibels of seismic energy. Imagine a world where a conversation spans 2.5 miles, not through the air, but through the very ground beneath your feet. Few people realize these seismic tremors are not random noise, but a complex language. Elephants use specific low-frequency rumbles, both airborne and seismic, and these rumble patterns convey distinct messages. Scientists categorize specific seismic patterns, indicating herd size, direction, and even the identity of individual elephants. This remarkable feat of communication relies on an astonishingly rapid processing speed. The elephant brain processes these cues at 500 milliseconds. For comparison, your brain processes visual input in about 200 milliseconds. Nature said, "Why not?" Specialized neural pathways, not unlike superhighways, connect the inner ear directly to brain regions involved in spatial awareness and decision-making. This complex processing, happening in milliseconds, means 70% of elephants respond to family seismic calls. Elephants construct a mental map of their world, constantly updated with the locations of water, food, and other herds. This unseen network provides critical intelligence. Detecting threats at 2.5 miles is like hearing a whispered warning from across the state of Rhode Island. The elephant's auditory cortex, a specialized brain region, can distinguish frequency changes as small as 0.05 Hz. That's finer than a hummingbird's wing beat. This allows elephants to process 12 distinct communication patterns, far exceeding the 3 simple alarm calls used by many primate species. Neurons in the temporal cortex, roughly 250 million, light up, analyzing vibrational patterns. It's a living seismic sensor, processing vibrations as subtle as 2 Hz. This makes your high-fidelity headphones seem like tin cans by comparison. An elephant's inner ear, specifically the sacculus, is hypersensitive, amplifying frequencies below 20 Hz. Compared to a human shout, which might reach a tenth of a mile, an elephant's seismic message can span an incredible 2.5 miles. This seismic range translates into an early warning system against threats, like poachers approaching from afar. A mere half-hour head start can be the difference between life and death for an entire herd. Scientists have observed herds in Amboseli National Park responding to distress calls from over 15 kilometers away, precisely locating trapped individuals. In the dry seasons, matriarchs can guide their herds toward distant water sources, detected through seismic echoes from underground rivers. Imagine navigating a busy city with only ground vibrations to communicate. An elephant herd can do just that, coordinating across 6.5 square miles without a single audible sound. During migrations, calves learn to interpret these ground whispers, following their elders across hundreds of miles of diverse terrain, functioning like a living GPS. This incredible ability helps maintain herd cohesion, especially when groups split to forage, using the ground as a gigantic messaging board. The specialized bone density in an elephant's skull transmits these vibrations directly to the inner ear. Your skull is just not built for that kind of party. Young elephants, particularly males, use seismic rumbles to signal their readiness for mating, avoiding direct, risky confrontations with older bulls. Detecting potential dangers, like approaching thunderstorms or rockfalls, allows the herd to change course and avoid perilous situations in vast, unpredictable landscapes. Seismic warnings also alert them to smaller, ground-dwelling predators like lions, who create subtle tremors with their stealthy movements. An elephant's foot can register vibrations as faint as a human heartbeat from 30 meters away. That's a truly inconvenient superpower for hide-and-seek, isn't it? The scientific journey into elephant communication has pushed us to build biomimetic sensors, designed to detect subtle ground vibrations for our own safety. These advanced sensors could provide crucial early warnings for volcanic eruptions, landslides, and even earthquake precursors. Think of it, a seismic early warning system, inspired by the very ground shakers themselves. And how do they do it? Through incredible biology. An adult elephant's brain weighs 5 kilograms, a massive processing unit that processes more than just what its ears hear. They don't just feel vibrations. Their complex auditory cortex allows them to distinguish subtle nuances in seismic messages from different sources, a language we're only beginning to understand. This knowledge is vital for conservation, especially as human development encroaches on over 30% of their traditional migratory routes. In South African reserves like Kruger National Park, this early warning system is a game-changer for anti-poaching units. Elephants can detect approaching vehicles up to 16 kilometers away. That's almost 10 miles. Imagine that warning system for us. Utilizing these warnings, conservationists have seen up to an 80% reduction in human-elephant conflicts, like crop raiding. This profound sensory world fundamentally redefines our understanding of animal consciousness, communication, and environmental awareness. It underscores their complex social structures, displaying traits like empathy, self-awareness, and profound mourning rituals. From initial 1980s research to current applications, studying elephants pushes the boundaries of human science. Their silent language offers a blueprint for global seismic networks, transforming how we monitor Earth's dynamic processes. As Dr. Caitlin O'Connell noted, they are the Earth's original engineers, building a vibrational network long before us. This deeper understanding obligates us to preserve these magnificent creatures, aiming for 100% coexistence in shared landscapes.